So in the last lecture, we have discussed about Kerberos 4. Kerberos 4 is normally a network authentication protocol wherein client tries to authenticate itself with the authentication server. Normally, authentication server is a part of Kerberos itself. Okay, as we discussed, Kerberos has logically split into two subparts. We can say authentication server and ticket granting server. We call it as the TGS. Okay, so client normally authenticate himself with the authentication server, and then client will get service through the ticket which is issued by ticket granting server. Okay, so that we have already discussed in the last class, and we have a 6 transaction among them. So today's class we are going to see about Kerberos Ream and Kerberos version 5. Okay, so Kerberos version 4 is already done, so we'll just discuss about Kerberos version 5. Before that, we need to understand the Ream concept. What exactly is the Kerberos Reams? Okay, as you can see the slide here, Kerberos environment consisting of Kerberos server. Okay, as I already said, Kerberos server is logically split into two parts. One is authentication server and other is ticket granting service. Okay, and a number of clients all registered with Kerberos server. Okay, so whoever clients, you can say nodes, comes under that network. Every nodes or every client need to register themselves with the main database called Kerberos server. Okay, as we know, Kerberos server it maintain all the passwords, all the secret passwords of all the clients. Okay. Then the second next part is the application servers sharing keys with the Kerberos server. Okay. All the servers who are who provides the service to the clients, even they need to share their keys with the Kerberos server. Okay, that's how we'll be managing all the passwords in centrally, and Kerberos help us in storing all the passwords centrally. Okay, so client and server need not have a storage of sharing a password or storing a password answer. Okay, so these three are very important. Kerberos environment consisting of ASTGS, and it consisting of number of clients registered with him and number of server registered with him. Okay, that's what the Kerberos environment is all about. Okay, and we normally call this environment itself as a Ream. Okay, we call this itself as a Ream, wherein we call it as a single administrative environment, single administrative domain. Okay, wherein we have multiple clients, wherein we have a server, wherein we have authentication server who authenticates the particular node, and ticket granting service based on the authenticity he will get the particular client's right to access the service. Okay, so we call it the Ream, we call it the administrative domain. Okay, now that we already seen in Kerberos version 4. So Kerberos version 4 is exactly works in the same way. Okay, but what if we have multiple Ream, two Reams? Okay, so we have already discussed one Ream in Kerberos version 4. If you have multiple Reams, okay, then their Kerberos server must share the keys and trust each other. N Ream means n into n minus 2 secure inter-Ream keys. Okay, so I'll just explain you a few things here. Okay, assume that I'll take one real-time scenario here. Like Kerberos version 4. Version 4 is similar to being a computer science student. Okay, being a computer science student, if you want a service, okay, so computer science student, you assume that yourself as a client. Okay, so student is a client. Okay, Kerberos is you can say it's a college. Okay, so Kerberos is having two logical parts. What is AS and TGS? AS, you can see, yes, we can map it to the admission section, and TGS we can map it to the department. Okay, department. Okay, and now in the department there are multiple faculties. Those faculties are servers. Okay, and all the faculties has to register with the particular department, the CS department, say. Okay, all the faculty we have registered ourselves with the CS department to give our service. Okay, and you are all and student as a clients. Okay, so first you need to authenticate yourself with the admission section, like you belongs to the particular semester, and then if they give you the eligibility, if they confirm that yes you belongs to a particular semester, you are into say 8th semester, then you'll be getting admission to the 8th semester section, either A or B division, and then you'll be requesting for a particular faculty to teach a particular subject. Okay, so if it is within a department, it works well. It works well, like the same as we Kerberos version 4. Okay, you'll be again requesting, first you'll be getting admission through AS, and then you'll be requesting a service through TGS, and you'll be getting a course. Okay, suppose what if we have a multiple ream, like now I'm going to tell you of Kerberos version 5. Okay, now let me take again a scenario like wherein you are opting for multidisciplinary elective. Okay, probably the elective offered by some other department. Okay, so say business intelligence or some mathematical course, some mathematical type of course, okay, which is offered by other department, okay, which our department does not provide it. Okay, so in that case what we need to do is, in that case, first the department, like let me take some department name as maths department. Okay, so maths department and CS department, they both need to connect themselves with the shared key again. Okay, so both need to agree upon their shared key. Okay, they both need to trust on each other, they both need to share their database with each other, because CS department is having their nodes details, their connected client server details in their database, and mathematics department, they are having all the passwords of the nodes or the servers of their network. Okay, so both the departments need to trust on each other to provide a service from one ream to the other ream. Okay, so now we assume that both the department can trust each other. That's how maths department were ready to give their service to CS department. Okay, so how it works. Okay. First, suppose being a student, if you want to get a course which is offered by mathematics department, then what you need to do, first you need to sure that you are eligible for a particular semester passed. Okay, that's how we'll check out with the AS. Okay, the same way, the first few things are very similar with the Kerberos version 4, like we'll be requesting with the authentication server, like admission section. Okay, then admission section will confirms your eligibility for a particular semester. Okay, then you'll be opting elective. Okay, you'll be requesting elective to the department. Okay, you won't directly go to mathematical department and tell that sir, I want this subject from a department. Okay, we won't go to the particular department to select a subject. Okay, so rather we just request to our department will take care of getting the subject to us, right? So first what we'll do is, so once our admission got confirmed, then we'll be requesting a particular elective to our department, and that's what the TGS here. TGS is the department. Okay, so our department will then give you the address of the mathematics department. Okay, so once the department will approve you. Okay, once the department will approve, then you can approach to the mathematical department HOD. Again, in the mathematical department is another ream. Okay, mathematical department is another ream, CS department is another ream. Okay, so you go to mathematical department, again in that there is one more TGS, like there's one more head of the department there, head of the department of mathematics. We'll approach there, and then in other reams, TGS, even they contain its server, okay, which provides a service like a particular subject like business intelligence or any mathematical subjects, okay, who teaches a particular faculty teach the subjects. Okay, so we'll be requesting for the particular course to the other ring, then other ring will contact to its connected servers, and then they will give you the service. Okay, so we'll just go to the scenario here now. Okay, inter-rim authentication we call it as. Okay, so in this picture you just see here rim A and rim B. Okay, so rim A I call it the CS department, and rim B I'll call it as a mathematics department. Okay, so client is a student. Okay, so client which is showing here is a student. Kerberos is, you call it as a college. Okay, Kerberos you can say the college or department. Okay, you can take CS department here, CS department Kerberos, and Kerberos mathematical department Kerberos. Okay, so AS is admission section with respect to CS department. Okay, admission section. Okay, that's how you can see there's only communication with client only once with AS. In the other rim sorry, in the other rim there is no communication with AS. Okay. So what client is doing is, first client request for a local TGS, that is ticket granting ticket, and it is as same as Kerberos version 4. Okay, so first client is requesting for TGT, okay, ticket granting ticket with the authentication server, just to confirm its identity. So authentication server, it maintain all the database, it has all the passwords of all the passwords of the connected users in the hashed format. So authentication server confirms the identity of the client, and if it is proved correct, then it sends a TGT. AS sends that ticket for the local TGS. Okay, then client, with the help of that local TGS, okay, it requests now to the remote TGS. Okay, once client got a ticket from authentication servers, one client got able to prove himself as a valid entity, and now client is requesting for a remote TGS. Why remote TGS? Because client needs a service from another rim. Okay, so client don't want a service from the same rim, client want a service from the other rim. That's why a client is requesting for a remote TGS here. Okay, so which was not there in a case of version 4. Okay, in version 4 the service was available in the same rim. Okay, that's why there it is requesting only for TGS. In this case the service required is in the another rim. That's why the requesting ticket, client is requesting ticket for a remote TGS. Okay. Then TGS here then TGS will be issuing, again TGS will confirms the details of the client, okay, by comparing the authenticator, all those things, as we already discussed in version 4. Okay, it confirms the identity again, and it sends the ticket for remote TGS. Okay, it sends the ticket for remote TGS. Okay, now with the help of that remote TGS, now client can communicate to the another rim. Okay, that you can see it in the 5th communication. Okay, which is a request ticket for remote server. Okay, so whichever ticket it got from TGS in rim A, with the help of that, now client is able to communicate with rim B. Okay, with rim B's TGS. Okay. Once now remote TGS in rim B, it confirms the identity of a client as the ticket, as the remote TGS has been generated by trusted TGS in rim A. So the entity can be trusted. Okay, entity can be trusted. Now TGS will issue a ticket using which client can directly communicate with the server of that particular rim. Okay, a client can use the services. Okay, so in the 6th communication, the remote rim B, okay, TGS will be issuing a ticket for the remote server to the client. Okay, once client got that service ticket, Then using that service ticket, it got able to communicate directly to the server, which is happening in step number 7, request to remote service. Okay, so it will directly connecting to the server and get it serviced. So that's how it works, Kerberos version 5. And how it is different from version 4, that we have to understand. Okay, in version 4, client is getting serviced in the same ream, but in this case client is getting service from the another ream. Okay, so this is the difference. So this difference we need to understand, and I hope this is clear. Okay, thank you.